Upset members of the St. Joseph's Roman Church are meeting outside Phokeng in Rustenburg. They're alleged that their bishop has been abusing his powers and misuses church funds. The cleric had to be escorted by police from the St. Peter's Church in Tlhabane near Rustenburg earlier this week. Let's go now to SABC News reporter Thabang Morutloa will give us the latest on that. Thabang, hi. Great to speak to you this morning. I could hear a bit in the background from where you were that there may have been some... what is the situation currently? Is the congregation still up in arms? Were there any services that were allowed to continue? What is the situation at the moment? I don't see much behind you.
Good morning to you and the viewer at home. Yes, indeed, you are right. There is actually some singing in my background, but it is not because there is a church service like in your normal Easter services where normally Christians go and commemorate Easter holidays. During the week, we saw a video of a pastor, rather a bishop, Robert Mpiwe of the Roman Catholic Church in Rustenburg Diocese being escorted by the police for safety after he was confronted by some of the church members who are not happy with him. They allege that he abuses his power. And to elaborate further on that, we are joined by one of the representatives of these unhappy church members, Lerato Sesotlo, to elaborate further on the issue. Good morning to you, ma'am, and thank you very much for affording us time.
Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Yes, on Wednesday we saw a rather an unusual incident where we saw a bishop being escorted by the police. Would you rather tell us what led to that incident?
We wouldn't have loved for it to happen that way, but we were pushed. We had no other option. We had tried to engage just before Mass. We had tried to talk to the bishop, but he just continued. So we had no choice but to do what we did. It's unfortunate that it happened at a time like this. I'm here personally myself on Book 5 of the Canaan Law, because there are other things that are being done wrong in the church. When you look at the temporal goods of the church, the administration thereof, as well as the alienation of the church property, there are a lot of irregularities that are being done there. The bishop, the way we look at him, he's a bishop who doesn't engage. Even if you want to talk to him, he never affords us an opportunity. He still has my email from the 15th of September. Instead, he bullied the person we are trying to protect. I'm not at liberty to say his name, because if I say his name, he's still going to get more lashes from the bishop.
You mentioned that some of the priests who fall under this diocese were rather fired by the same bishop. What led to those incidents?
There are so many things. I really don't know what the bishop has against some of the priests, but it looks like it is personal. There's this one who has just moved from one area to another. 5 months down the line, he's being removed. I think if they are in the wrong, are there no measures from the church that these priests can be corrected or something happens instead of them being chased the way they are chased? The congregants in their churches are not happy at all, especially when you are just getting used to the priest and they've got projects that you've prepared, that you've planned with the priest, and they're just let go like that.
Okay, you mentioned that the bishop is not responding to the communication that you sent or the grievances that you try to share with him. Are there other protocols maybe that you can follow to try and get accountability from the church about what is happening?
In Rustenburg, he's the senior in the church, so there's no other. Everybody else is below him. So with him not engaging, we are actually scared of him, because if we are trying to protect a priest, he will bully the priest and will also be bullied into just retaliating and forgetting about the issue. So this was the only thing that we could do.
What do you hope to achieve from today's gathering?
We are hoping that the powers that be, his seniors, will be able to see how the Rustenburg diocese is in shambles. It's actually broken. It's broken, and we hope we'll get help elsewhere so that we can bring back our diocese to its former glory.
Thank you very much for your time. Well, there you have it. They're saying that they were left with no option but to come here, rather to get attention from those that are in power to come and intervene in such a situation after numerous attempts of trying to get the attention of the bishop. From now, it's back to you in studio.
Thabang, just before I let you go, if you could just show us some of those congregants that are unhappy next to you. I know that there are singing at the moment, but obviously it's not a church service that is taking place. I do see the name of the church there, but it does look like there are some people next to you who are protesting, I guess, in song against the allegations that they are making. I don't know if our colleagues are able to show us just exactly what is taking place next to you.
Okay, I will ask my colleague, the video journalist, Jabu Africa, to just pan a little bit where you can just see where the community is gathering outside, intending to have a meeting to look for a way forward to get the attention of those that are superior to the bishop to come to their level and hear their grievances. Currently, this is a mission, St. Joseph's Mission, Diocese of Rustenburg. There's no church service here today, but apparently in other regions that falls within this diocese, they do have mass services.
All right, Thabang, thank you very much indeed. We can see there some of those congregants accusing their bishop of alleged misuse of funds and other challenges. We're hearing from a community there. That's certainly not a church service that is taking place there, but actually a community that is protesting in song against their bishop. Some allegations being made there of misuse of funds.